Well, first thing first, you need to try and work out where that smell is coming from. Now, there are two places that are... I'm moving. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If I do that, that's fine. That's better. Don't like the light behind me. Right, there are two places where smells can lodge. The first one, and somebody mentions it in the comments, have you sorted out the seat, the lid? If you can remove it, remove it. Should come off. You might want to wear rubber gloves and you might need something to lever it off. They can jam on. If it's absolutely immovable, get your anti-bac and absolutely drench the hinges. Put the lid up, drench the hinges, put the lid down, drench the hinges, let it really, gallons of it, watch it all run through. Because anywhere pee can go, and that's what's smelling, that can go. It is best if you can take it off, but I do accept sometimes it's just not possible. So if you really can't do that, but you do need to do a lot of it. You do it, let it, do it more, blot it with loo roll, flush the loo roll, do it again, do it again, do it again. If there are metal screws in there, the water might come out a really dark brown. Please don't worry. People always look at that. Usually that's just rust. So, and if it's badly rusted, that might be we can't get it off. When you've done that, the other prime place is down the front of the loo. There's always a trickle of pee. Don't know where it comes from. Not the faintest idea, but it occurs. Obviously, spray the front of the loo, wipe that down. Clean. Now, here's the thing. British loos, underneath them is nothing. It's just floor. There's no hole in the floor. The floor goes out the back wall. I think in America, the hole goes underneath. British loos, hopefully, somebody's put the floor, the lino has gone all the way underneath, but unfortunately really bad lino fitters are lazy, and instead of unscrewing the loo from the floor, lifting it up and laying tiling and lino underneath the loo, they cut round it, which is really bad form, because then the wee can trickle down and get between the tile or the lino and the loo and go down into the floorboards, and you can't clean it there. So the first thing to do is have a look and see. If your lino goes all the way underneath, you're brilliant. You can just the same thing with the hinges, loads and loads of anti-bac. And really, because what you're aiming to do is get anti-bac to soak in, do its job and trickle back out again. Mop it, dry it, and like you said, it's as it dries, the smell comes. Now, what you also need is pet enzyme spray, because I'm always recommending that stuff. But the thing is for things like urine smells, that stale wee smell and the ammonia-y smell, you want something to digest the smell. And it works brilliantly, whether it's cat pee, dog pee, or human pee, toddler pee. If you've got a toddler, you need pet enzyme. You've got no idea where they pee. It's unreal where a small toddler decides it's an appropriate place to have a wee when you're teaching them. Drench it with that. Now, that does take a week or two to work. It's not an instant fix because you're relying on bacteria. But hopefully that will have solved it. If it hasn't, then look for other places. But again, pet enzyme spray is usually your friend, because you can squirt it into anything. If it's really revolting, it might have absolutely drenched the floorboards. And then you're looking at lifting up the lavatory. And this is English loos. American loos, they're different. It vents down the bottom. You still clean the same way, but at the point of lifting the loo, haven't got a clue. And you might have to remove... And you know the worst thing that you can find, and I have found that, and it's perfectly possible. In the past, the bathroom was carpeted, and the person who laid the carpet, very obligingly, did lay the carpet properly. They laid it underneath, and then they sat the loo on top of it, and they screwed the loo through the carpet to the floorboards. And then somebody decided they didn't want carpet. So they cut the carpet round the loo, pulled it all up, and they replaced it with lino and tile. And they tiled round the loo. So your loo is surrounded by lino or tile, but underneath the loo is a lovely wodge of really old, wee-smelling carpet that, pliers. If you have to pull it out with pliers, pull it out with pliers. But you don't know. You might not be. Or, of course, the floorboards, there's been a leak and the floorboards have done. But see how far you get with that.